Hi everyone, as I make a promise, I want to actually start a series of SQL tutorial. And this SQL tutorial will be extremely useful for anyone that is looking for a position in data science, data engineering, machine learning engineering, and even machine learning scientists, sometimes applied scientists, they need actually a lot of SQL or PySpark knowledge. And as you guys know, you can write a Spark SQL in PySpark. So this tutorial will be extremely useful for those people as well. Now, I in my Instagram channel, I described that I will have a SQL tutorial over 4 sessions. The first session is gonna be fundamental of SQL, which is gonna be, or SQL, however you want to pronounce. It's gonna be select a statement, filter a statement, and then aggregation, which is gonna be group by, order by, and things like that. Then I'm gonna walk you through the join a statement. Then I'm gonna talk about window function, and then I'm gonna talk about common table expression. So this way you're gonna be completely ready for a job, and within 4 sessions. And I'm gonna make sure my videos are not really long to make you bored. All right, so now let's start. The interface that you see right now in my screen is the Beaver. Is the very nice SQL interface or like the IDE. You can use MySQL Workbench. That one is free. This one is free. You can use Azure Studio if you are interested as well. And that one also is open source. If you would like to have an experience of a VS Code, you can use Azure Studio as well. There are much more IDEs available, but this one is free and it's very, very easy to install. So I would suggest you to give it a go, like use this one if you're just starting to use a SQL. It's also has a lot of functionalities as well. All right. The first thing we do here is that today we're going to talk about the select statement, filter, and then in the next short video, I'm going to talk about the aggregation or group by and also order by, ordering the rows. All right, so I already loaded a couple of database, like sample database into the Beaver as well. If you are interested, I will put commands also in the description for you guys to also follow the video as well. But let's start. So in SQL, everything should contain some sort of a select statement. Select says to the SQL program that what columns you would like to choose. And if you really don't know which column you have in your data, let's say that it's a data that you have no idea what it is about. Somebody gave you data and you don't know what columns are available. In Python, you would say the name of your data frame, df.columns. Here in SQL, you say select a star from, and the name of my table is employees. You see that? It has a syntax selection, right? Employee. And you type enter. Okay, there you go. So here you're gonna see that we have, let me see if I can make it bigger for you guys to see that. We have employee ID, we have first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, salary, manager ID, and department ID. So these are the columns that we have. All right, good. Now, so this is the first thing you should do when you're actually looking at the any table. Now, this table is not long, but if a table is very big, this command actually is going to consume a lot of memory and a lot of resources. So I do not recommend using the command as it is. What usually you should do is that use the word limit. Limit means that I limit the number of rows I want to show for the SQL. So you're going to go ahead and type select star all the columns from employees table limit 10. You see that? It has a syntax checking. It's a fantastic tool. All right. This shows the first 10 rows. Okay. This is the first 10 rows. All right. Now we have a good idea about what columns we have available. So a star, this asterisk, this star says select all the columns. Now that after you have an idea what columns you have available, you can go ahead and say that, you know what, I want to only choose first name and last name and employee ID. You say select employee ID. If I can type select correctly, select employee ID, first name, last name from employees, limit 10. All right, we only choose these three columns. You see how easy is that? To select this, which column you want to look at that. Next, you need to ask yourself about the filter statement. All right, I have this table, but do I want to look at all the rows or do I want to look at subset of the rows? That's what the filter statement does, right? It's not a filter statement, it's a var clause. So in SQL, when you want to put a comment, you do this. It's a var clause to filter rows. All right. So let me just go ahead and run the first command again, this command, the second one. All right. So we have, you are seeing 10 rows. And as you see, I am seeing like first name, last name, hire date, all this stuff. Let's say that I want to look at the rows that have a job ID equal to 4. Only I'm interested in that. So what you do, you say select again. I want to look at all the columns, a star from employee, from employees, where, exactly like English word, where I want to filter where the job ID is equal to 4, and then limit, or let's see how many we have even in general. We have only one. Okay, you see that this is a row. This is the first name, last name corresponding where the job ID is equal to 4. Let's say I want to look at all the columns where the job ID is greater than equal to 4. So you're going to go ahead and change this one to greater equal to 4. There you go. You see job IDs? They're all greater than equal to 4. So that's how you use a where statement. Now, what if I want to look at the subset of rows filtered by multiple statements? Okay, so let's say you want to say select. You want to look at the rows that the job ID is greater than equal to 4, and then manager ID is greater than equal to 108. Okay, select a star from employees where job ID is greater than equal to 4, and you see it's like normal English, and manager ID is greater than equal to 108. There you go. Let's take a look at this. You see this? Job ID is 6, and then manager ID is 108, starting from 108. And that's how we actually use a filter statement. You can use as many and as you like. You know what? You know what? Let me just look at this again to get some idea. Okay, you know what? I wanted to look at all the rows where the job ID is greater than equal to 4, manager ID is greater than equal to 108, and the department ID is equal to 10. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put another and statement. Department ID is greater than equal to 10. There you go. You see? How easy is that? So that's a select and that's a filter statement. You can do anything you like with that. So now let's say that you say that, hey, I don't care about all this. This table is small, but some of the tables in production are very big. So I don't want to look at all columns. I only want to look at the first name and last name. Okay, no problem. I just say first name, last name, and then that's it. There you go. I only look at the first name and last name. So that's a select statement, and that's the filter. Now, instead of and, sometimes you can use or as well. You know what? Let's say that I'm gonna change this one to a star, and I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. Let me just run this. Would be better to run this one. You know what? I can see the first 10 columns. I want to look at all the rows where the job ID is greater than or equal to 4, or the salary is greater than 17,000. Let's see. Select the star from employees. All right. Where filter means where job ID is equal to greater than 4, or not and, or salary is greater than equal to 6,000, let's say 6,000 or 17,000, as I said, 17,000. Look at this. It shows the job ID equal to 4. Let me say job ID equal to greater than 4, not equal to. I still show that because the or clause. The salary is 24,000. It's greater than 17,000. And this is actually pretty interesting. You can look at, for example, row number 4 here. The job ID is 9, but the salary is less than 17,000. But it's or. It's, if one of them is correct, it returns the correct statement. All right, so that's about the select and where clause. That's all you need actually to know that for the job. There are a lot of things you can use. Okay, I want to select a distinct elements. We're gonna go over that as a miscellaneous. After these 4 sessions are over, we're gonna look at how to count the number of rows. Okay, but for now, I want you to understand the basic, and I don't want to make you bored with the long videos here. In the next video, we're gonna talk about the aggregation. It's super important, group by and order by class. All right, thank you so much. And like always, if you have any question, feel free to leave a comment. I do my best to respond to your questions. Bye.